focus this fight, but Crims wins the duel on the other side. He's been the main man for Fnatic here on this map. And they're ready for this connector angle. Oh, but Grim still wins the duel against Nico does.
Yeah, funky one-way. It's not the first time he's been abusing that. Still chances for Fnatic though. Grim giving a sound cue in that connector area. Not shy to take the duel though. Hungry for revenge after the previous map. Oh, Hulzerk just catches Grim's jumping. Merciless headshot from Hulzerk. Now Mezzy wonders how surrounded he is. Again, that clock continuing to tick. Grim emerging now, looking for that transfer, but Floppy's here for the trade. You can see him wondering about Monster. The bomb's stuck at the moment. Fasher needs Roy to make a play here. Down goes Hulzerk. Floppy heading towards A bomb, waiting outside B. Everything quiet as well. Roy's got a very strong angle indeed, and surely, oh, Floppy's just creeping, but the headshot will be delivered for a much-needed third round for Fnatic.
Getting a little wild in this one. I don't think that comes down to strategy. That just comes down to fights all across the map. And maybe that's what Fnatic needed to do in one of these rounds. Crim's doing a good job at getting that opening. And then compLexity were just a little precarious after that. As soon as you lose that B short player, those connector players feel like they're in much more trouble. And even though compLexity have 11 rounds into the last round of the half, they're still happy to take the time out.
Fash is still on 2 kills. Life has been difficult in this game, but again, so many of these rounds have been a mad rush. Difficult situations onto bomb sites. Be difficult for compLexity in this last round. Despite their momentum, they are simply ill-equipped.
But we could still have another Hulzerk special. Focusing on getting the AWP in his hands. Ooh, nade stack. Not quite timed, right?
Well, they know there are 3 outside B, but again, with a minute 30, doesn't mean much when it's Fnatic. Not much presence towards A at present for Fnatic. They'll be looking to establish that now, as we can see the rotation on the radar. All those potential targets make for a hungry Hulzerk, makes his way towards B. As we can see, the bomb is still here as well.
And this time, unfortunately for compLexity, they don't have that much utility. They don't have those same smokes that could have been effective in the late round. That monster smoke's about to fade, and then they only have one left in the hands of JT. But it means the same setup where Hulzerk tries to take Monster. The issue is they're already crossed to the side, but Grim's going to go aggressive into them.
Well, that's one. He only sees one.
Info.
Yeah, and maybe they can full rotation. Oh, the team kill. Is this the start of something real bad? They've got 2 frags there. That's the bomb spotted by Hulzerk in no man's land. Fasher now in the corner. They know Fasher fragged a teammate, so they know that there's one more person there. But can they cover his back? Because a flank is coming in from the A bomb site. It's coming quickly though. Mezzy's making noise. Fasher lost in the meantime. Not really waiting for that rotation. Out of sync. 10 seconds to go and rescue that bot. That might be why things are really urgent. They can't rescue it and go back. Fang just needs to hide somewhere. They have no idea where to look. 12th round on the boards. Another disaster for Fnatic when they had all the advantages. They are going missing. Back in the milk carton. Let's see if they turn up after the break.
I'm crossing bridge. Off the light. Coming heaven. Taking bridge.
One default. Go CT.
I'm gonna need to play.
Go double CT.
Default tags. Nading him.
Planning.
Final map of this series, and I think you can see that they can feel it based on some of those reactions. This pistol round is almost a necessity to keep them in this tournament. And from compLexity, they've been playing lights out here. Hulzerk, Floppy, Fang, JT, everyone's showing up. And if they show up in this pistol, they could be good to win this series.
Took the game away from Fnatic on their CT side, compLexity. And now they can set the pace in both halves. Fnatic, this squad will never run out of talent, but perhaps they've run out of gas as they can see the finish line getting further and further away.
Oh boy, it's the connector aggression, but compLexity is so quick up A long, there's no one to see, there's no one anywhere near, and no kit for Fnatic. How the hell are you going to pull off this retake then?
Lurking like basement dwellers. CT plant is in. All right then. 5v5, bomb planted on A. CTs everywhere. Starting to creep now, starting to shift walk. We've got fights all over the map. This is quite something, unless you're a Fnatic fan. Then it is looking pretty difficult, waiting for the first kills to come through. They're walking into a crossfire. This is so awkward. Fasher needs to deliver a headshot. Someone does. Fang trying to trade for his teammates here. Advantage Fnatic. That bomb is ticking though. Just the simple engagements may slow them down enough, but it's only Hulzerk and Fang now. Someone's on the bomb. Swinging Hulzerk, trying to do what he can. And there's no time to defuse the bomb. They've done the job again.
No kit, no time. And so compLexity are so close to making it through to that lower bracket final where outsiders await. The shots were good from Fnatic, but it's just that setup. They took a big risk. Messi landing some great shots at the end, but who the hell cares? It's compLexity who are making noise right now on the server. 13-3 up. Fnatic do decide to force. They're so far down, they figure they've got to find some way in. That's a start. Oh, it's a scout on long from Crims. Tag lands. He's happy to fall back because they've already got the man advantage.
This is a really good start.
Yeah.
This is a really good start for Fnatic. We haven't said that very often in this game of Overpass. But it is certainly something. Messi knows that more needs to be done. compLexity bunched together now. They can't tank the damage from these scouts. That always ends in catastrophe, and that's just one of two. Messi will continue, but Grim is starting to wonder. A man who really needs to come to life in this half. Definitely wants to. Big headshot from him. Messi will be denied further information. A minute on the clock. See Crims jump peeking for info. There are flashes, there are Molotovs for compLexity. They have the tools for the job. That doesn't mean they'll work though. Smoke grenades will start to stream in, but they've got to take these angles away from Crims. Crims has to deliver. He'll deliver another tag at least. And when his pistols and his FAMAS starts rotating, then this proves more and more problematic. The flashes will continue though. They get closer now. Crims still alive. They're running distraction. Nikodos unable to land a shot. Floppy holding the angles. Looking to swing, the double swing. They're turning things around, compLexity. Fasher and Roy remain 20 seconds to plant that bomb. One stuck on long behind the smoke. Fasher with the deagle. Hulzerk is the vulnerable one now. Oh, things are getting so awkward for compLexity. A little less now. They know where Roy is. Trying to get into position. That's Grim hiding behind a truck. 1v1 now for Roy. He doesn't have a kit. He needs the ace to keep Fnatic alive here. Grim just jiggling, just showing the sound cues now, delivering the headshot. That's the kind of round that Grim wants, but not what Fnatic needed.
Some key kills from Grim. I thought they might have messed it up there in the 2v1 when they didn't play together. They couldn't peak as a unit, but Grim holds his nerve. And Fnatic are in such desperate territory. I think they might just force again. They're so far down, they can't imagine winning with a save at this point. It's 14-3 for Christ's sake. So that's what they'll be going for. Another desperate force buy. See the reaction on both sides. Stark contrast right now. Nice attempt on the boost, but no clean opener for Fnatic. Big damage both ways. compLexity all outside this B site right now, not defaulting in this round.
Dry peeking. That has been the order of the day by many teams. Could have the chain flashes here as well. Many targets seen. They have some mollies. They need to start using them, compLexity. They need to control the area. So awkward for Fnatic with the tools they have. Trying to cut the site in half now. Fnatic just waiting, it's all they can do. Nikodos up top with the scout. There's no smoke for this position. Maybe it came and went. Hulzek will try and create some space. Fasher taken down on short, and maybe the rotation is on. Looking for the molly. They've got a molly CT instead of short B, and just book it towards the A bomb site. Fnatic stuck in position for now. Could go for a boost potentially. It will be a different one though, and they will lose position for the most part. Nikodos on the way though. 2 tagged players. There's still something to be done here. So many plays to find though. Eating a flashbang as well. Time starting to get low. Looking to his left, but there's danger to his right in the hands of Fang. Mezzi and Crims have lost all position and lost much hope. That Hall of Heroes is fading for Fnatic as compLexity move closer to 16.
Yeah, and that's some good composure from compLexity. The round was getting chaotic. They bring it back to A. I think Fnatic might just roll the dice here, but it's going to be hard for them to get anything going. compLexity would have to roll Snake Eyes. There's a headshot from Mezzi. Lil in hand, but they just peek together. They know they have this. compLexity, map and series point. And Fnatic might be down and out of Katowice. And what a run this will be from compLexity. This team was slowly improving, but this has been a stark improvement from them. They've already taken down Ents. They've already taken down Mouse. Now they've got Fnatic in their line of sight. A lot of EU teams falling against compLexity. North America have hope. Crims has got a bloody Nova. That's not a good look.
The Nova's great, actually. I'll have you know. There's a fantastic headshot machine. The trade fragging, it's going to be pretty hard against a 2-man swing. Underrated weapon, but definitely a sign of the times for Fnatic. They have been on life support for a while here, and the plug is about to be pulled by compLexity, kicked out of the wall. Just edging their way forward, leaving JT in position. The smokes will deny the information as well. That lurk smoke, you can throw from short B as well.
JT was just making some noise on A, but Fnatic made the info play. It might not matter though. The B site is so susceptible. It is that Nova. 1 headshot delivered, but 1 is not enough. compLexity have the bomb site, and they have this series in the palm of their hands.
3-man retake with a scout to survive for 1 more round. No kit. No rounds to speak of in this half. But they've made it a 3 versus 3. They are forcing their way into this. Fang's got 13 HP. Roy's low as well, but Fang delivers the headshot. Nikodos with 2 HP could be killed by the flashbang. Clock is ticking. He doesn't have a kit. There's nothing he can really do. compLexity have eliminated Fnatic from the series. They'll go forward to play outsiders, but Fnatic